What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to be teaching you some of the tips and tricks that I have learned along the way of my YouTube journey that have helped my channel kind of grow, and how you can also help your channel grow and become successful. So obviously I am not a YouTuber who has millions of subscribers, but my channel does have close to 5,000 subscribers now. So for a channel that's not really recognized as a big YouTube channel, I think I've done okay. I have also put the time and effort into researching what works and what doesn't work. Some things won't work for everybody, but most of these are just general tips that you can input into your everyday videos. So my first tip will be to start your channel now. If you have been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for quite some time, the best thing to do is to stop thinking about it and just start it, because you could think about it for the next 6 months, but in the meantime you could have produced 20 good videos, and you know, you could have already had somewhat of an audience. Your channel could have already been growing and could have been at a point where you kind of seen it being in the 6 months, if you know what I mean. My point is just to start your channel, because you can't have a successful YouTube channel without having a YouTube channel. So moving on to tip number 2 is being consistent. Consistency in your upload schedule, consistency in your channel in general, so like your layout of your channel, consistency in the type of video that you make, just consistency all around. So I know that for a while back, when I first started, I aimed at doing 2 videos per week. I was uploading Monday and Thursday, I think, from memory. So be consistent. If you say you're going to upload 5 times a week, then upload 5 times a week. If you say you're going to upload once a fortnight, then upload once a fortnight. Don't upload a bunch of videos at the start and then upload once a month kind of thing, because you'll lose subscribers that way. Subscribers generally subscribe because they are into what you're about or your personality, or there's something about you that they love and they're just drawn to, so they really want to see that consistently. I know for me, I love watching Ashley Bynes' vlogs, so she uploads like once a week. So if that's the kind of channel that you're doing, just be consistent with it. Tip number 3 is to share on your other social media platforms. That is what they're there for. You don't even realize how you can actually advertise your own things. Like, you don't actually need to pay for advertising these days. You have Facebook, you have YouTube, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have Tumblr, Pinterest, like Patreon, like all these things I've never even heard of until I have tried to set up my boys a Twitch account, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize that you could, like, so many people were into these other social media platforms that I'm not really familiar with. But there are so many ways. Whatever platforms you are on, share your content and get your family and friends to share your content. Let them know that you've put up a video and that you want them to go and watch it. Ask them to like and subscribe your videos. Ask them to comment on your videos, because that is how your channel gets seen and gets shared around, kind of thing. So yeah, you just have to know how to advertise your videos, and social media is a really good start. Tip number 4 is don't set yourself up for failure. If you want to become a big, I don't know, like gaming channel or a cooking channel or a vlog channel or an art channel, whatever channel you want to set up, set yourself some short-term goals. So maybe like 50 subscribers, and then your goal could even be just to learn the quickest and easiest way for you to edit videos, so that you can upload maybe more, like you would have more time to upload, opposed to sitting there and editing. Because I know at the beginning editing can be really time consuming. I know my first video I think went for around 10 minutes and it took me hours. Like literally I felt like I had just studied for 20 hours straight. My brain felt so scattered. It was so hard to learn how to edit, but then once you do, it's pretty easy. So just setting yourself some small goals at the beginning, instead of like setting a goal to have 5,000 subscribers within a month. Like, that's obviously not realistic unless you have friends and family that are already social media influencers and YouTubers that can share your channel around for you and get you subscribers that way, or unless you already have social media platforms that are big and have a large following, then you can get a lot of followers that way as well. But if you are just like me and didn't have any really big kind of social media platform to begin with, and you needed to grow organically from zero, then just set yourself some small goals. Tip number 5 is to be creative with your content. There are literally millions of videos on YouTube, and I was actually looking this up last night, how to start your first Twitch stream, and like 50 videos come up, literally 50 videos, and that's just what I've scrolled through, and I don't want to scroll anymore. So I know it seems like it's easier to get found by making a video with a title like how to cook eggs, or like Fortnite for beginners and things like that, things that would, you know, commonly be searched. But at the same time, if there's already 1,000 videos made on it, what are the chances that your video is going to be the one that people click on, especially if you have only a couple of views and you're pretty new to YouTube? Chances are somebody is going to go with a more popular channel and they're going to click on a video that has been watched a million times, because obviously a million people viewed it, therefore it's probably more reliable. So just try and be creative with your content and with naming your content, and even thumbnails and stuff like that, because thumbnails is the first thing that somebody sees before clicking onto your video. Obviously the title as well, but the thumbnail is particularly what draws somebody to your video. Tip number 6 is just finding your rhythm. And what I mean by that is, don't create, say, and I'm going to keep using these as examples just to keep it consistent. Don't create a cooking channel and teach people how to cook chicken cacciatore and then pasta from scratch, and then how to make pastry from scratch and lemon meringue pie and whatever, and then go and stream a game of GTA 5 or something. Like, people are going to be like, okay, this is a little bit confusing. Are you creating a cooking channel? Are you trying to maybe get people to subscribe, because that's an area where you're also good at, that you could get people to subscribe to then change your channel completely to something different? People don't want that. People that subscribe to you generally subscribe because they're interested in that particular subject. So whatever it is that you are doing, maybe try and keep it to that subject. And I know that sounds a little bit hypocritical, because I literally have videos from my boob job vlogs to Kim Kardashian's baby names to how to quit smoking using Champic. Like, you name it, I have it on my channel. But mine is more just like a personal, like everyday person kind of channel. But I've done a lot of things on my channel and they are kind of different, but at the same time, in a sense, they're kind of the same. They relate to everyday life. Okay, tip number 7 is going to take me back to tip number 5, which is creating the perfect thumbnail. And I know this seems like a really easy thing to do, but sometimes while you're making the video, you really have to think about how you are going to display your video, because as well as putting time and effort into the title, because sometimes you really have to think about it, you also need to think about your thumbnail. When people are scrolling through, even though they've searched a certain something and you would think making the title would be enough, they're also not really reading the title because they've already searched it. So YouTube brought up all of the videos relating to what you're searching for, and you're gonna click on the video with the best thumbnail, because most people are visual. Most people don't really want to read too much into it. That's why they're on YouTube and they're not reading about it on a blog or something. They are more of a visual person. So really think about your thumbnail while you're doing the video, or even before you're doing the video. Try and use the same text. Be consistent with the text in your videos. If you like put text on the screen, which you should be, like putting the title on the thumbnail or something to do with it, or something that's like not clickbait but close to kind of thing, or like something that just really captures the audience that you are trying to get. Tip number 8 is learn to edit. The quicker you learn to edit, the faster it will be and the better your content will be. If you take 2 hours to edit 5 minutes of a video, then chances are you're putting too much thought into it. And if you put too much thought into it, it can be too much. I know when I started, I thought, oh yeah, I've got to put all these emojis on the screen and I've got to do this and I've got to do that. But just keep it simple. Maybe play a little bit of background music. If you are gonna say, okay, I'm gonna put this up on the screen, make sure you put it up on the screen. Those type of things do take time because you've got to get it off your phone. If you've taken the photo on your phone and you've got to import it to your computer, then you might even have to maybe touch up the photo. You might have to edit it in some way. Things like that can take time, and I don't mean it in that way, but just really learn how to edit your videos quickly. So what I do, I'll take the whole clip. So if this clip goes for, I don't know, half an hour, I'll take the whole clip and I'll insert it into iMovie, and I will just cut the parts out that I don't want, and then I will add things later on. But then also rewatch the clip before you upload it. You'll actually be surprised at the amount of times that I've gone back through a video and rewatched it, and I've accidentally like cut the wrong clip, or the music has gone louder at a part where I didn't mean for it to go louder. I haven't edited it properly. So always double check. Even if it's like a 50-minute vlog, you need to check. So rewatch your videos. Tip number 9 is just being yourself, and always be honest. Like you don't need to put on an act. You don't need to be anyone else. The people that watch you generally don't even know you. So if you feel like at the beginning you need to be someone else and you need to like keep up appearances, it's going to be really exhausting. It's going to be really hard to keep up that persona. So just be yourself, be honest. You'll be surprised how many people love your personality. Like I literally still get comments now that, oh, I love you and this is really good, I like your personality and stuff like that. And that actually means so much to me, because when you first start, you're like, who's gonna like me? I don't know if all of you are like that, but at the start I was. I think I'm just a really insecure person when it comes to that, and I just really cared what my friends and family thought more than anything. So I was really insecure when I thought about how I would be on camera. And now so my last video was about how I am on camera. I'm okay with it now. So yeah, just be yourself, be honest, and don't be like monotone and all down and quiet, because people don't want to see this. People want you to be like chirpy and happy, and learn to enjoy it and learn how to be happy and positive on camera, because that's what people really want to see. Tip number 10, this is my last tip. Just be patient. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes time to grow your audience. It takes time to find out what works for you the most. It takes time to film. It takes time to edit. It takes time to think and learn to use the tools that are provided to you to grow your channel. So being patient is probably one of the best tips that I can give you, because my channel didn't go from 0 to 5,000 subscribers in a day. It's literally taken 18 months, I think. And that was just by chance, I think, because one of my videos seemed really popular, and I don't know how that happened, but one of my videos was really popular for a month or so. I've got over 450,000 views on that video now. So just being patient is key, because you can't expect to just start a YouTube channel and think, well, you know, my video deserves the attention because I feel like my video is great and it is creative and it is different from others and it does stand out. You might think that way, but you need to be discovered first. So being patient really is key. Anyway guys, I hope these tips helped you. I hope you got some answers to some questions that I'm sure every YouTuber that is starting out asks themselves. Just another thing that kind of relates to a couple of tips that I have given you is make sure, like, when you're using other platforms to advertise and you're using YouTube to upload, that you use the tools that are provided to you. So on Instagram, make sure you use hashtags and make sure you tag people in your photos and your uploads, and even like your short clips if you're going to use YouTube, if you're going to use Instagram to shorten down your YouTube videos, like a highlight kind of thing to promote them that way. Make sure that you tag the appropriate things and you hashtag the hell out of it, so that, you know, the more hashtags, the more possible it is to be discovered. On Facebook, make sure you're doing the same thing. On Twitter, make sure you're tweeting the right people. I'm not sure because I don't use Twitter. On YouTube, make sure you're using the tags. Make sure you're using TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a really good tool. For those of you who don't know what TubeBuddy is, it just helps with what you should be doing on YouTube. It really is a great tool. So if you don't have that, that could be another tip that gets you started. It tells you what you have done right with your video and what you haven't done that could make your video more visible and more discoverable. Anyway guys, I hope you did like this video. If you did learn something that you were kind of thinking about but never really put thought into it, please let me know in the comment section down below. I always love feedback because obviously that is how I'm going to grow my channel as well. Also, to help my channel grow, if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already a subscriber, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.